Yes, I know the concept of faith is new and even a foreign thing to some of us. But God has given us each the measure of faith. Just as he's given us the capacity to do things that we often take for granted every day. Walking and talking and feeding ourselves were all things that none of us were born knowing how to do. And I love to watch kids as they're learning to walk. The determination they exhibit, the way their eyes dart around the room in excitement, and the confidence in their faces, it just tickles me. And I can only imagine how that feels for the parent. It seems as though this the liberation of this newfound mode of transportation seems to say to them, well, I can just go anywhere now. They learn to walk by imitating. They learn to walk by trying and trying again. I tell you what, though, they do not get to the liberation and the excitement and confidence of walking without first exercising determination.
Talk, sir.
When you and I started learning to talk, I'm sure we stumbled over our words. When we started learning to walk, I'm sure that we fell down a few times. When some of us were learning to swim, we went under the water a few times, and some of us still ain't got there with it. But I tell you what, believe it or not, we learn more each time we try. In fact, I'm inclined to believe more so that the falling down is a part of the learning process. For without the falling, how would I ever learn balance to eventually stand, let alone walk? But you know what? Over time, with persistence, we learn not to stumble as much. Until walking and talking and sometimes doing both at the same time become as natural to us as breathing. Look, I know that we are not always used to doing things in a Christ-like manner. Putting ourselves aside for someone else just is not something that comes naturally to us. But some things we just have to do. We practice, we persevere until we get it right. It's the same with being obedient to God's Spirit. We just have to do it. Be persistent and determined, and until it becomes as natural to us as breathing.